Everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to the Foundry. I'm your host for today. We're with Kylo and Tony. I'm John. We got Sly up here in Discord as well. And the Curse Podcast is finally back. After months and months, we've seen all the requests and comments. We're very sorry. We've been very busy, with a lot of things. But we definitely like to put out this podcast for you guys. You guys have a lot of support for it. It's a lot of fun to switch it up a little bit on the Foundry. But we got a brand new topic. Sly has done a lot of research here. He chose a topic specifically for the return of the Curse Podcast. Sly, what you got for us today?
Hey, John, I'm in Discord too.
Yeah, I'm not really
That's
here.
true. You are on Discord.
Call back.
Nice.
Today, I have chosen the Curse of the Basano Vase.
Oh, really? What prompted you to choose this specific topic, Sly?
Well, it's funny you should ask. I have this sense of deja vu.
So do I.
No shit, because I too have the sense of deja vu.
You too?
Oh my god.
As a kid, I used to hear old wives' tales from my great-grandparents.
You don't say.
Yes, yeah. This is news, isn't it? Shocking, right?
That's kind of odd, especially not being from an Italian descent. You know what I'm saying?
I know, right? Well, yeah, sometimes, you meet people, you travel the world. It's weird shit, man.
Fuck me, that's fucking funny. So, we recorded this episode for about 10 minutes before we realized that we actually were recording. So, we are definitely not following a script. So, Kyler, seeing now that you are definitely a specialist on failed weddings and bride.
Where'd you get that from?
The last recording.
I don't know, that's what I just said before, alright?
Exactly. The last
Oh my
recording.
god. So, something just tells me that you have a lot of experience with failed weddings and wives and brides being murdered on their wedding night or the day of their wedding. So, why don't you hit us with the origin stories of this special vase?
He's been in the most weddings. Kyler is a wedding crash.
That's so fucking funny. Oh my god. So in the 15th century, in the city of, I'm probably going to butcher this, but Napoli, Italy.
We so on point still of the last time.
The bride who was murdered or died.
Vase.
Yeah, I'm skipping a fucking part. Jesus Christ. All right, so there was this blacksmith basically that gave this bitch like a fucking vase. Okay.
It's important to note the vase isn't made of porcelain.
This fucking bitch got this face.
Someone vased her to death.
For some reason, this vase has a fucking like lid on it. It's like a jar.
It's chloroform underneath the jar.
You know what this reminds me of? Of some Yu-Gi-Oh card that I can't exactly put my
Oh,
finger
yeah.
on.
Oh my god, you're right.
It's funny, whenever I first heard about the topic, I told John, this is like that green vase Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Oh shit, I know about that one.
Yeah, you should put that on the stream and let me remind you.
Oh shit.
Nah, that's a good idea. That's an original thought.
Sly knows what's up. Listen to this guy. He's an expert on vases, you hear?
Alright, Kyler, Yu-Gi go!
Oh god. So anyway, yeah, so this blacksmith, or someone that paid this blacksmith to like make the vase, they gifted it to the bride like the night before her wedding. And the same night, there's two different versions of the story. She was either murdered to death or she had died from unnatural causes.
Murdered to death.
It was the vase!
Oh shit.
How do you get murdered to death?
How do you wake up dead?
Murdered to death.
I'm like, isn't just implied when you say,
Yeah.
he got
Murdered, you're already
murdered?
dead.
Like, he got murdered? And then our question is, to death?
Twice.
Look, you've already made me do this like twice now, alright?
I'll do it a fucking third time.
Oh, you motherfucker. But, yeah, so this, she, died, and, like, the vase started to, like, go between, like, family member to family member, and, like, each family
By the
member
way,
went to.
yeah, sorry to interrupt you real quick. So, it's hard to pinpoint exactly what the facts are here with this story because we don't have any names. Like, these are not confirmed deaths. These could be made up people for all we know because there's just no trace of this actual evidence anywhere. And I'd say that we scaled the internet for the 2 hours that I did notes, you know, while watching Assassin's Creed Valhalla playthrough. I was really scaling the fucking World Wide Web, you know? I had plane tickets to Italy to almost go and check, but I, you know, but very
I feel
thorough.
like this is one of those campfire stories. No one ever wrote anything.
It's
or
the Headless
recorded
Horseman
anything.
and Banshee all over again.
All word of mouth.
What is that? Is that a gun?
Oh God!
No!
So yeah,
I
this
knew it was a gun.
this fucking vase was like bouncing between family member to family member, and each one was like dying one by one. So everyone else in the family that's alive is just like, oh shit, this is like killing us. We gotta do something about that.
Oh no.
So
Gun!
Yeah,
Shoot
shoot
the
at the
vase.
vase.
It's simple.
We murdered the face to death.
Use silver bullets on it because it's made of silver.
But yeah. So there's two different endings sort of to this story that happened that kind of like ended off for a couple hundreds of years and whatnot. And one of them being that a priest took it from the family and either hid it at a cathedral or a holy burial ground, and basically buried it. That or the family just went out and buried it on their own and left a note inside it saying,
I don't take this.
Yo, this vase
Beware,
bad
this
doo-doo.
vest brings death.
yeah.
Yeah.
Until some unknowing idiot digs it up in his own backyard
Oh.
in 1988.
Hey, you got that too?
Oh.
Hundreds of years later. Hundreds.
Exactly.
A fucking artifact right there, dude.
You know what the first thing this guy thinks is? This a nice ass vase.
Money.
It's gonna sell me some money. What's attached to it? Beware, this brings death.
I feel like that makes it like worth more than
He's like, hell yeah!
it was. Like it was actually dug like 3 years ago instead. Like he's like,
It's
oh,
like,
this
this
must
might
be
take it
hundreds
out
of
of
years
you."
old. No. So
They're like, let's hawk it off to a museum. And the museums are like, hell no. I ain't curating that motherfucker.
I ain't curating that mother freaking vase.
Oh, no. We're not recording.
What? Shut up. You're not funny.
Yes.
Here lies thy vase in dirt. Yeah. Yeah, so
Vase.
after that, they ended up selling it. He ended up selling it at a estate sale, right, Sly? Or skipping to somebody else, yeah. They ended up selling it at an auction house, selling for 4 million lira, which is about $3,000 in today's money. But I don't know how much money. That's going to be worth a lot more in 1988, right? Around that time.
Right. Right.
So then it re-entered circulation. So it disappears for hundreds and hundreds of years. And yet somehow someone found... So say if the 1988 vase is real, how the fuck did you link it to a vase from the 15th century? Not saying that's when those murders were, you know, but like how the fuck you know it was made in the 15th
Natural
century?
deaths.
Even
it's
better, how does no one know the name of the dude who sold it?
That as well. Like there should be evidence about that. Especially there should be like actual like legit documents about that shit too. If it's listed in a estate sale.
It's
What?
Mr. Vespucci.
Exactly.
What evidence are you guys talking about? This is the only silver vase in the world.
That's
Yeah.
I believe I read something as well that like typically like silver wasn't used to craft vases or something like that. So this was like
No, it
maybe
was very
specifically
rare.
crafted to with like harm in mind, you know, like
terracotta.
The
oh we're
only
gonna
way
curse
that
the
this
shit
makes
out of
sense
this,
that they
man.
would know it's the vase is if that vase was buried in the same town where it killed all these people, and people would talk about it over those centuries until one idiot was like, "Oh, this is that vase I was warned about."
Yeah.
That's the
That's
only
also
thing
true,
that
but
makes
that's such a coincidence, you know. I feel like it's such a coincidence, like
All of this is a coincidence.
big time, yeah. And we would love to have some information. Like I trust you. Between the four of us, we did a lot of digging, trying to find actual names, but we just haven't found different variations of the story. I'm here to tell you guys what we found as paranormal investigators. That's our job, you know, not to definitely make shit up, and especially make shit up, Tony. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so. After that, there was
Suburbs, right?
yeah. After that, there was a first buyer. After that, a pharmacist who owned the vase for about 3 months before dying in mysterious circumstances. Nice. Then came 37-year-old surgeon who died 2 months after having the vase. Excuse me. And then the vase was once again sold to this time an archaeologist. Interesting. You know, someone to be able to
find additional connection.
exactly. You
That's
know,
some Hellraiser shit.
exactly. Fucking for real, man.
Yeah.
For real.
He's like, I want the vase. Ah, hell!
Yeah. Apparently, he was able, an archaeologist, finally be able to take the vase and be able to appreciate it for the beauty that it contains. You know, as a piece of craftsmanship from hundreds of years ago, which I love being able to say. I'm like, what a fucking ancient artifact that is. That is so fucking cool. So about after 3 months, he died. So that's cool.
Not much appreciation.
You know,
there.
that's the thing that bothers me. He's the one dude in the story who's qualified to tell you the origin of the vase.
He's like, I don't fucking know.
Exactly. He's just like, I'm gonna put this in my collection.
Yeah.
No questions.
My collection. He's just got like just fucking like a bunch of dead earthworms in a box. Like, it's me, archaeologist. So after that, apparently among the community of vase holders and vase boys, it's just that like everyone knows about this vase, this cursed vase, and no one will fucking touch it. No one will put their hands on it. They're trying to give it away. They're trying to sell it to museums, donate it. No one will fucking take it. It's just a pain. And the next person that has it apparently just decided they just threw it out the window. I don't know.
The foundry will take the vase.
Yeah, I guess
We'll
the
take the
husband
vase.
died, so she threw it out the window.
We'll take the vase. If you know where the vase is, we'll
gonna
take the
be
fucking
right back.
vase. We'll take the vase. Give us the
Put it
vase.
down.
No vase here.
When we're 27.
So this dude just he threw it out the fucking window. Anyone want to pick up there?
So yeah, like apparently this thing either did or almost like struck a police officer, or a carabinieri.
Carabinieri?
I don't know.
Is that like
That's-
an Italian?
No, that's one of their officers or whatever.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what it said, like in quotes. So I was like, okay, guess I'll add it.
Well, that
yeah.
means like pig in Italian. It's like you just called him a pig. You didn't know him.
Good idea.
All
Oink,
so a peace
oink.
officer-
Some Italian guy that's obsessed with the vase is watching us right now, and then he's like, "Hey, what the fuck? I'm a cop.
What the fuck?
Hey,
Was he holding the vase in his
what's
hand?
the matter with me?"
No,
He's
the
got a
vase
vase
is
in his hand, a meatball in his other hand.
no, the vase is in his house. It's a spittoon.
That's fucking. It just pisses from it.
Oh God.
Hey, that's my pissing vase.
That's my
I thought they
pissing
used it
vase.
for sour gummy worms.
So the officer, like with this vase in his head, or like the vase next to him, he's like, "What the hell?" Like picks it up and he's like, "I gotta find the man that did this and find him." And so he did that and went back to the house and find the man with I forget like the charge against him. It was,
Disturbed
like,
behavior or some shit like
Yeah.
disruptive behavior. Be like,
and like littering and stuff. But,
so he shot him. I'm just kidding. This isn't America.
But the man gladly took the fine and paid it, and said he would he refused to take the vase back. And
He said,
preferred-
"Nope, ain't about that vase life no
Not my
more,
problem.
dude."
He said,
No,
"You
he
can
said,
arrest
"That's
me, but
yours."
I'm not touching that vase ever again."
Yep.
So this vase then was now with a police officer and the precinct or whatever. Police. I don't fucking know. Yeah, for a little bit. Not sure how long, but they've been trying to donate it to museums and all that stuff with
But like we said, it lives in infamy. No one wants it.
and apparently a select officer, no name,
Officer Anonymous over here.
he
You're in for
believed
a
that he
promotion,
was able to
man.
feel strong negative energy from the vase and took it upon himself to dispose of it, where he went to bury it again in an unmarked location.
And
I
so
heard
another
two
police
different-
officer
two
found
different
it.
stories from that.
Yeah. You said you found another. You heard another story from that?
Yeah, so it's unclear whether or not they just buried it regularly. There was one story saying that like put it in a lead container and then buried it, and then there's another saying that they hid it in a cemetery.
Oh,
Oh shit.
Yeah.
A lead container. That's interesting.
I like that idea.
But we don't know where this vase is right now, do we?
So it must be radioactive. If you need lead, like put it in. How does it happen?
Well,
gosh.
I gotta tell you, boys, I think there is quite a bit of lack of evidence here for this case.
Real.
real.
Y'all motherfucking liars. All right, which comes down to a question. Whenever we lay all the evidence down on the table for you guys, for us, we all look at it collectively as units, as paranormal investigators with upholding the highest reputation of ghost hunting, figuring out mysteries, solving conspiracies, potentially saving lives all across the great world that we have here today of this specific dimension in particular. But yeah, we lay it all out there and we take a peek. And what do you think, guys? Do we think that this cursed vase was real and killing people off?
Well, bodies were dropping, so it's gotta be.
Supposedly, but we don't even know if bodies were dropping.
Yeah, I gave you guys one witness's name, the bride.
What was her name?
Murdered.
I think that was the first recording.
Murder D'Angelo. No.
Oh damn.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and go first. No, not real. Not real.
Not real.
No.
You don't think the curse is real? Or you don't think the vase is real?
I don't think the fucking vase is real, dude.
Okay.
Which the image behind us right now is supposedly is the vase, but there were a couple articles saying that actually does not fit the description of the vase and a lot of the stories and interpretations of what actually happened. So, Tony,
I think it's real. I said I think it's
You
real.
really think it's real?
Yes.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
I know you're probably gonna get mad at me,
It's about
John,
to kill
but
me.
I think it's real as well. Don't get me wrong. I find that a lot of the plot holes and inconsistencies in the story irk
Because
me,
of the
and
vase.
it wants to shake me off of the believing it's true. But I feel like a lot of the things that we do know about the vase is the reason why I believe it. Like the fact that the vase didn't really fit the time period, or how there's the consistency with how often people are dying. And then the one thing that struck me about it is the only two people that didn't die didn't claim ownership of the vase.
Right.
That bothers me. So I'm gonna say that I think it's real.
I'm gonna have to agree with Sly. It is real because I've never known Grandma Moose to be a liar.
I'll need you a sweater for that.
All right, so Tony.
It's real.
All right, guys. That was the Basano vase. Any final comments? Anything?
Nothing.
No.
Just you guys
The
are
next
some
cursed
Kool-Aid
podcast will be
drinking
disclosed
motherfuckers.
inside the vase.
Kool-Aid drinking.
I'm sorry. What'd you say, Sly?
I can't.
The next cursed podcast topic will be disclosed inside the
I
vase.
can't diss
Yes.
Grandma's Kiko.
Mima Kiko.
Yeah, Mima and Kiko.
All right, but yeah, we
We're not gonna talk about grandma.
We can't say Mima, yeah.
All right. Well, that was the episode, ladies and gentlemen. That was the Curse of the Basano Vase. Sly, great topic choice, man. That I feel like that had some good discussion and whatnot. We've never had a cursed item here before on the podcast, and I think it was a good first one. But if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe for some more paranormal stuff in the future. And let us know, guys. What do you think? Do you think the vase is real or not? Let us know down in the comments. We'll get to some discussion there for you. And we'll see you guys later in the next episode of some more Cursed Podcasting. But until then, see you slugs later.
Mm.